Hello everybody, and welcome. Today I'll be showing you guys my build for my Weta Farm, so that you can farm your chitons and get your Weta Armor Set, which is probably why you're watching this video to begin with. Alrighty. Not too complicated, let me give you a quick show of how it works. Pretty simple, any redstone signal, fixed to a dispenser, send a redstone signal. The dispenser fires the AoE love arrows at the back, and our little babies pop on through. Simply wait for them to mature, and then we obviously go ahead and call them, and so on and so forth. For those of you unfamiliar with the Weta set, it is basically an armor set meant for exploring the world by foot at high speed. And I also love the way it looks, by the way. The set bonus for this fella is we get a set bonus for 2 pieces, minus 50% falling damage, and then we also get speed for 3 seconds after jumping. And then at the bottom there, the full 4-piece set gives us a massive plus 5 jump height, and also 40% increased speed, which doesn't sound like a lot, but as an example, if we were to sprint down here, just like this, it is absolutely bonkers, as you can see. And this is completely unenchanted as well. I've got no enchants on here. That is just the standard set. So yeah, it is a really good set for exploring the game. Before we build our farm, we of course need to find our Emperor Weta first and be able to tame them. We tame them with this cane pork, which we make with 1 pork chop, sugarcane or netherite, along with a molten fry pan. The molten fry pan, by the way, it will lose some durability, but it won't be consumed in the recipe. And we make this with 5 molten salamander meat, which you can find in the nether. You can't miss them. A giant lizard with a cannon on his back, and fire lily, along with 1 blaze rod. Now, as for finding your first few Emperor Weta to start breeding with, you can find these quite easily in desert-type biomes. I recommend finding a desert because I've noticed there are less lycanite mobs in desert than there are compared to the other desert-like biomes as well, which they also spawn in, but most lycanite mobs are actually hostile towards them, so they pretty much get killed on sight. The alternative is, if you are lucky enough, you can also find an abaton, which is this mob here. So, abatons, they also spawn in desert biomes, and these guys, when they are aggro, let me pop myself into survival. When they are aggro, they actually spawn Emperor Weta, up to a maximum of 16. However, these give no XP or drops. So what you can do is still tame them, and then the offspring of these will still yield the experience and the drops afterwards. So it's just nice to get yourself a little buffer going, and as you can see, you can trap them in a cart, give them a name tag, and so on. Alright then. So hopefully you got them all to base, safe and sound, using something like a transportation cart or a rock. And I did forget to mention, but as soon as you tame them, be careful, because they then start taking aggro like a villager would. So, all the usual mobs, zombies and the like will then start aggroing towards them, trying to kill them. So be careful so that you don't lose them. I also recommend that you get yourself at least 6 of them, seeing as we are using love arrows, the AoE ones of course, which affects 6 entities at a time and sets them in breeding mode. So get yourself 6 or multiples of 6 and so on when building this farm. Okay. As for the actual building part, let's start here. We get ourselves some fences as the bottom here. Simply 3 by 3 by 3. And then we add ourselves another layer like so. There we go. They will of course all go in there. And now we have to lead them all in there. Build ourselves some stairs. And then, very important, when you do tame them, they will be in following mode by default. Make sure they are in wandering mode. Otherwise, once they're in there and you leave the area, they will literally teleport out of the chamber after you, trying to follow you, like, you know, like a regular Minecraft cat or something would do. So set them in wandering mode. So they are wandering, 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 and wandering. And then use our cane pork to lead them into our little chamber. Come on, my little youngins. Cool. They should start shoving one another in up these stairs. Most of them, at least one or two, will go in there, I think. Or none. No, there we got 1, 2. Excellent. And we just gently shove the rest in there. Okay, 2 of you come here, and then boink, 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 boink. And then this one's kind of on the edge there. He's probably gonna fall off. Yep, he is. Come on. Come on, son. You can do it. Okay, he's in the corner a bit, but annoying. And there we go. Nice. Just gonna unequip that, and that is all done. Let me take this away. Alright, from here I'll add myself a solid block there and there. And since I'm in creative, I'll add another one here. So you can just jump on here like so. And then we want to add our dispenser right there. Our dispenser, shift, and right there. Check. Yeah, that's the dispenser hole, facing towards the bottom, so that's all fine. Cool. Now I'm gonna go ahead and close this off. Like so, just using glass, use anything you really want to. Like so. And then from here, you can either add yourself any solid block with like a button or a lever, anything that sends a redstone signal. But I am lazy, so I use the Ender Watcher, which, sends a redstone signal when you look at it. And that is that basically done. So look at that. The love arrows aren't in there. Whoopsie. So, love arrows, which, by the way, I should probably give you the recipe for those. The AoE love arrow, very easy to craft. Much easier than breeding them with cane pork, honestly. So simply get yourself 4 sliver arrows, which is 4 arrows along with some glass. And then a love potion, which is 3 seeds, 2 carrots, a glass bottle, and 3 wheat. And that'll give you 3 of those. Easy stuff. Pop this into the dispenser, and that is now ready. And we just do that, or press your button, or whatever you have. Send a redstone signal. And resto, like so. So that'll give us 3 babies at a time, since we have got 6 in there. And the cooldown is, I believe, 5 minutes or so. So yeah, every 5 minutes you can just do that. Boink, 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 and babies fall on through. You wait for them to turn into adults, and then you, of course, go ahead and cold them from there. Easy stuff. And that's that basically done. Easy as pie, and it's just nice, small and manageable, which is a thing I always like around my base, during all of my games. Alrighty. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you guys have yourself an awesome time. Enjoy the Weta Armor, and be sure not to run into any walls because you will take kinetic damage. Apart from that, this is Zerger saying thank you for watching, take care, and goodbye.